for matches all by tech fall. They're adding it quick, but here are the big boys. This is one we've been looking forward to as well, between Seth Nevills and Luke Luffman, two experienced guys that won't have a difference maker on the final result here. But this is a good one for each of these ranked ranked Big Ten wrestlers.
And this match here could prove crucial in Big Ten seeding, a ranked matchup here to close out the night. Illinois has cradled the victory, but Maryland and Seth Nevills still want to say something about it. Head coach Mike Poeta said after that Iowa loss, just need to attack more, want to give ourselves more opportunity within this core 10. They've kept the same rotation. Consistency has been the name of the game for Illinois all season long. 9 of their 10 wrestlers are ranked, and they're doing a lot of their damage here today against Maryland.
You mentioned that consistency that we've seen with Illinois' lineup. 9 of the 10 weight classes have had the same wrestler in lineup for each dual match this season. Only difference is at 125, where Ramazan Adasov wrestled in the opener, and it's been Kalen Riley since then. But talk about just fixtures all the way down the card for Illinois. It ends off always with Luke Luffman at heavyweight.
Luke Luffman, a guy who's quick on his feet. Poeta says he would compare his technique to some of the smaller, lighter weights.
Yeah.
Super slick, fast technique. And you'll see it here in the 285 column.
He almost looks like a 41 or a 49 with that technique, is what Coach Poeta was saying. Something that you don't see a lot from heavyweights, but the elite heavyweights, as 2 of these guys in the top 12, that's some shades of Seth Nevills, a dancing bear, as Alex Clemson's called him before.
Let's go, guys, action, let's go.
Seth Nevills, the Penn State transfer. He played a season of football at Penn State before focusing on wrestling full time. You see the physicality coming into play. The 285-pound Nevills.
13-1 Nevills is on the year. Another Clovis guy from California. Only loss came in a ranked decision loss to Michigan's Heinzelman.
So still no points on the board. We're gridlocked at 0. Both wrestlers quick on their feet, but no points have come as a result of it. Seth Nevills, he's 3-1 versus ranked opponents this year. Another one of those Clovis, California natives. As the wrestlers zigzag around the mat. In the final bout of the night, the heavyweight category.
Fingers.
Nevills has given up just 9 total points in his last 7 matches, so he's a guy who likes to keep the score low and his score higher. So far, 0 points on the board for either.
You look at this match in its entirety, Ben. For Illinois, they'll pick up a win and bounce back after the loss to Iowa, but Maryland, a week from Sunday, who do they welcome in? Well, they welcome in number 2, Iowa. So if Maryland can just pick out some things here, especially end it off with a silver lining at least, it could be a win at heavyweight. A lot to build on for Coach Alex Clemson before the Iowa Hawkeyes come to town in 8 days.
No doubt, and momentum has been the deciding factor that Maryland's rolled with this season. They've come off a couple win streaks, most recently a 4-game win streak. They're perfect in Big Ten play until tonight after Illinois claims this one. But welcoming in Iowa next weekend at home here in the Pavilion. Should be a fun environment. So Nevills takes the top to start the second. Nevills looks to flip Luffman over. And the heavyweight Luffman gets back to his 2 feet. An escape point awarded. The first points of this match was valid for Luffman.
It's like technique that Coach Poeta was talking about with Luffman. And you go up to heavyweight here, and these are the 2-1, 3-2 close matches between the big guys. That escape point could be huge for Luffman, especially coming here in the second period.
Considering how many points are on the board through 3 minutes, that escape point could prove fatal for Nevills.
Fingers.
A wide base between both. You see the quickness coming in play for Nevills there, jogging around from his left to right into the center spot. Just under a minute now in this second period. Nevills goes to his knees. Luffman gets him back on his feet. The riding time stall here, and just one single point on the board in this final matchup of the day. Again, it's a 30-7 Illinois lead overall. Fighting the Illini have clinched this one. Their 8th win of the year, 3rd Big Ten win. Breaks a one-game losing streak, and the first takedown of the heavyweight matchup comes via Luke Luffman. He adds to the count, and as Nevills pinned down on the mat, Nevills able to build that base back up and get back for an escape point, his first. Just 4-1 as this second period comes to a close. So the points come on the board, majority of them for Luke Luffman via takedown and escape point early. And you see the slam here, the takedown by Luffman. Nothing Seth Nevills can do about it. A 4-1 lead for the redshirt senior.
Good mat return from Luffman, who now starts on top. Seth Nevills, though, gets out that escape point in position for what would be his first takedown and could be the bout-winning takedown.
Nevills puts his 13-1 record up for grabs here today. Second best on the roster, just behind Braxton Brown and Ethan Miller. So 4-2, time ticking away here for Maryland, as Illinois has all but sealed this.
Nevills a fan favorite too for this Maryland team. You should have seen him in the match against Wisconsin, military appreciation night, and he was signing more autographs than I think I've ever seen a wrestler sign in quite some time. Someone who took time for the fans too, and just looking to piece together here late against Luffman.
Nevills a veteran, a graduate student, has that experience, has that mentorship that he's served to so many of the freshman guys on this Maryland roster. A lot of impact transfers. Give the credit to Clemson, but Nevills as well, and some of these veterans as he grabs that left leg of Luffman, tries to pick him up to the ground, reverses him over the top. And the crowd is loving it. No points on the board as of yet. And Luffman escapes it. A great recovery by Luke Luffman, the big guy, putting in work.
Center, wrestle center.
A textbook sequence there by Luffman. Some great plays before by Nevills, but it wasn't enough to secure the points. As time's ticking away, get to the near edge of the mat. The time will halt at 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Just before both wrestlers resume for the final 12 seconds of the match.
I don't know if you can teach defense as good as Luke Luffman just wrestled right there.
So the time expires and the buzzer sounds. A 30-7 dominating victory for number 11 ranked Illinois over Maryland.
It comes with Luke Luffman ending it off by decision, meaning Illinois will win 8 of a possible 10 bouts so far this year.